Now, we live in a country where different groups are allowed to protest, but also allowed to cause chaos, like Extinction Rebellion and Just Stop Oil. They're not officially banned, but they're also not really condoned by mainstream people. Nobody's actually supporting these people, apart from maybe some figures in the Labour Party. Technically, it's a taboo being part of Just Stop Oil or Extinction Rebellion. Technically. But they continue to be allowed to do whatever they want, right? But one thing is about the protests, and they're still allowed to protest as long as they don't cause disruption. But they are now being allowed by Oxford University to completely take over the university. This is absolutely chaotic what we're hearing. So these guys are allowed to host several talks across the university, but also, well, obviously with Extinction Rebellion, the other nutters, they're also allowed to have their own stand at the Oxford Union's Students' Union Freshers Week. I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to say Freshers Week anymore. I think Welcome Week. Oh, we have to say Welcome Week instead of Freshers. Apparently Freshers Week was not inclusive enough. Anyway, leaked emails have revealed that Just Stop Oil are targeting different universities across the country in order to recruit enough new members to overwhelm the police at the upcoming street protests. To be fair, one thing is actually definitely needed for Just Stop Oil, and that is more young people, because the age demographic is not really helping the cause when there's not enough diversity of age. And so this is the whole point. They definitely need more young people, but they definitely need to be dismantled at this point because they are a threat to basic safety on the streets. So one of them said, we are asking fellow students to take part in non-violent civil resistance. Young people will live to experience the worst effects of climate breakdown. I hope that the Oxford University continues to enable freedom of thought and assembly to its students. That's how they get to you, by the way. Oh, it's just a protest. We're just exercising our democratic powers. Oh dear. Now, the student union at Oxford said, the last 2 days have seen over 10,000 students attend the Oxford Student Union's Freshers' Fair. Oxford Student Union is a proud supporter of free speech, yeah right, and as such would never deny in a student society the opportunity to have a stall at our Freshers' Fair on a first-come, first-served basis. Really, you want me to believe that Oxford believes in free speech? Alright, if any student watching this is about to go to Oxford or is already at Oxford, just try to set up a nationalist society. Let's see what happens. English nationalism or British nationalism. See if you're allowed to set up a society at that student university. Some sort of pro-Brexit society. Let's see how that goes. But these guys are, now that they're being completely allowed to do whatever they want in our society, instead of, I'm not really one to call for a ban of a protest organization unless they actually cause a threat and pose a threat. And we know at times some of them have. But as an organization, Just Stop Oil just need to be punished. And the individuals who cause trouble, they need to be arrested and charged and convicted. That's a good start. But at best, for now, try not to normalize these sort of extremist organizations to be allowed to be on our university campuses. Is a bad idea.